Welcome to Torah Moments for Teens. Our very first session is going to get very personal, but don't be afraid. How many of you know people who are labeled natural athletes, natural singers, natural artists? You know that that's their core. And what's the characteristic of someone who's natural at something? Well, they've acquired the skill faster than others, more easily, and are more advanced because of the speed with which they acquire different levels of skill in that aspect of life. Sometimes it's a school subject, sometimes it's a personality trait, such as being a good listener. There are people that are not good listeners, and there are people that we can talk to and we know that they are really latching on to our words. They are good listeners. Sometimes we discover these things early in our lives, and sometimes they develop a little bit later, but they are core essentials of our personalities. What are you a natural at? Think about that. Let me shift for a moment. We have phrases that describe people's behaviors. When someone's shouting, we say they're roaring like a lion. When they're somewhat timid and shy, we say they're as quiet as a mouse. If someone can't get off their point of view in a conversation or a debate, they have a stick-to-itiveness, but they might also be as stubborn as a mule or a donkey. Where did these phrases come from? Where did the names of the animals come from? Actually, they came from, and that their origin is actually mentioned in the Torah itself. It's mentioned in the very first Torah portion. God creates all the animals, all the living creatures in pairs. Man, Adam, is created by himself. At one point in Breshit, we learn that God says, man shouldn't be alone. He needs a helpmate. And the very next verse talks about all the animals coming in front of Adam and Adam giving them a name, a label of what they are. Probably observes their behavior and calls the lion a lion for behavioral reasons, a mouse, a donkey or mule, a donkey or a mule because they're stubborn. So essentially the names given by Adam to the animals are an important aspect of the animal. I mean, even Adam, Adamah, earth, coming from the earth, the dust of the earth. His name comes from his essence, from his beginnings. You were given Hebrew names. Those Hebrew names parents thought about a great deal as your impending birth was coming, and they, I'm going to share with you, are part of your essence, are part of your core. If you know your Hebrew name, look up the translation of it. Find out what it means. And what I'd like you to do is try to discover and think about behaviors that you're comfortable with that are reflective of that essence. Because that's a connection to you and to your Judaism. And that's what these sessions are all about. To just spend a couple of moments reflecting on something that will bring you closer to the Judaism that is actually part of your essence. That's it for today. Bye.